Alright, back at it. Note to self, do not jump off any more giant ledges. Oop. Hi. Ugh. Mildly irritating. Alright, so security chief down in maintenance said that the researcher guy was taking his shirt off. The flying guys are the ones who seem to be going shirtless, so he's probably got telekinetic hiss at this point. Ooh, file. Plant complaint. Remote thought, intrusive pattern. Hey, so I was just wondering about the plants in research. Is it really necessary to sing to them? I mean, that janitor does have a nice voice, and the plants sure do seem to like it. Maybe you could just switch it up a bit? I'm getting pretty tired of the tango. And where do these plants even come from? No one seems to remember when they were planted. And people like them a bit too much, if you ask me. Are we being invaded by houseplants? Worth looking into. Dr. Lewis.
Welcome to the research sector of the Federal Bureau of Control. I'm Dr. Casper Darling, head of research. Somebody thought this video would make for great internal communications. I'm looking at you, Mr. Tomasi. So, this is where the magic happens. Anyway, I've been here for 24 years now. I've always been here. And through those years, we've made astonishing discoveries, authored studies of grave importance, and in all this work, there is one thing we know, and that's how little we truly know. Rest assured, we're committed to keep pushing the known laws and borders of reality, and to make the Bureau proud. So, welcome. Assuming you have the necessary clearance, and do follow the safety protocols. Read the manual. Otherwise, bad things will happen.
Unfortunately, I only get the manual after I've killed something.
Reminder. This week, any documents that suddenly...
Yep, that one.
The containment sector, the Panopticon, is home to the altered items we find and contain. It is a maximum security prison. It's a vault for the most valuable treasures on Earth. It's a powder keg big enough to blow this world to dust. A temple, a place of worship filled with idols of angry gods. It's all of these, and none of them. It's something more profound, unbelievable, unknowable, something worse. Altered items. We've found many. They appear mundane, but nothing could be further from the truth. They're all powerful, dangerous. They press heavy on our minds because that's their nature. They've been altered because we can't stop thinking about them. We put them on altars because they're used to being worshipped. This keeps them calm. We contain them, but they don't want to be controlled. We study them to discover what makes them tick. If this place were ever reached, it would be chaos of biblical proportions.
Maybe I should go back there and take care of that. Synchronicity. Synchronicity is a phenomenon long recognized by the wise, but only recently given a name by science. It is how we rationalize events connected by no identifiable causality, yet clearly conjoined in purpose. How does a dream foretell an event in the physical plane? Why do hounds bail at the death of their master, which has occurred miles away? The world is unified in ways we do not yet understand, and sometimes we stumble across these invisible unseen chords and wonder at the result. The visionary Carl Jung laid the road, now we must walk it. My fledgling research department will make it our mission to reliably reproduce redacted behavior by the close of 1959. Once done, the mechanics of synchronicity will lay themselves bare in due time. We are striding to the future of science. History may not remember our names, but God himself will. Refer to file redacted for full report. It's a single slide. Alright, still nothing. Dr. Darling's office up there, dimensional research up there, parapsychology down here. Hey, a shelter. Ooh, and a file. A possible AWE in which an unnamed individual experienced transcorporeality via a phone line. Event is notably similar to AWE redacted, in which redacted. Response. Event is believed to have been caused by redacted, and as a result the following measures have been taken to prevent redacted. Redacted, redacted, redacted. What a useful document. Whoops, that didn't work. His sniper, hidden trend, launch efficiency, shatter projectile boost. There we go.
She's in trouble. I need to reach her.
Whoops, this is a mistake. I meant to just jump over so I could get a better throw, but I guess completely missing the ledge works too, or rather doesn't work too. Oh, come on! I'm all the way back here. Alright, going up instead. Ashtray maze.
Constantly changing labyrinth. You never pass through.
Hey. Item. I don't want to leave. Come on. fine. I can tell I'm not wanted here. Personnel protection. Alright, well, I got 20 minutes to get back there. To the mail room. Darling's office. File.
I've been fielding questions recently regarding HRAs. What are they for? Do you always need to wear them? And what's the deal with the Hedron resonance anyway?
Whoops.
Despite what you may have heard, HRAs are not monitoring devices. We're not tracking your movements or listening to your conversations while you're wearing them. We do that regardless whether or not you're wearing an HRA. Think of them as a life preserver. Only instead of water, the thing HRAs protect you from is classified. One day that classified, not water, might pour in, and you'll be glad you got an HRA keeping you afloat. And if you don't have an HRA, don't worry. It'll be quick and painless. Kidding. I'm kidding. We're making more.
Alright, well, this is a useful detour, kind of. Yes? No. Words. I'm wasting time that I should be using going down to the mailroom. Oh, crud. Executive sector. Alright, mailroom. That took a full 2 minutes.
We're in the dark here. Where's Darling when we need him?
Alright, dead letters is this way. File. Cafeteria. Wait, this isn't the right way. Crud. Oh, hi. How'd you get behind me? Mailroom's gotta be around here somewhere. I'm just extremely lost. Communications department. Pneumatics. Ah, mailroom is the other direction. Okay. Alright, you're up there. How do I get up there? Aha, there you are. Hey, a file. Alright, don't see anyone else on this level. First on the scene. Nice. Successful encounter. Now if I just head over this way. Come on, how do I get out of here? This door. Then go this way. Here's a way station. Board countermeasures, collect. Research center using abilities. Using shatter, using pierce, using shatter, using spin. And I can make shatter. Okay. Add a mod. Rate of fire. Plus damage while low on health. I'll take rate of fire. Recoil minus 11%. Plus 3 projectiles. I'll take plus 3 projectiles. I should probably start breaking these down. Astral Blip, Echo. Hiss Sniper. Bureau snipers specialize in eliminating threats from a distance using the telltale searchlights affixed to their rifles to search for targets. Hiss snipers are no less lethal. corruption has not changed their tactics. They clearly prefer to maintain a good distance from their target, waiting in elevated positions for a clear shot. Care should be taken in open spaces. Check the balconies. I should note that their rifles are equipped with a bayonet for close quarters combat, and that his snipers are well aware of how to use it. Refer to file redacted for full report. Dr. Darling is insistent that certain objects of power share a direct connection to the redacted, an entity or group of entities that we have little information on, or little that I am allowed to access. In his written reports, he states that there is a clear link between these objects of power, the redacted, the astral plane, and the oldest house itself. His work supposes these links are innate, a fact ingrained in the very redacted of objects such as the hotline or the service weapon. But what if these particular objects were never linked to the redacted, but had that connection forced upon them? Isn't it strange that no other object of power requires such direct contact with the redacted? Isn't it strange that using the service weapon or the hotline will result in grievous harm or even death if the user is not the director or at least worthy of the role? Why do we assume this involvement by the redacted is a natural fact and not something more redacted? Refer to file numbers for a full report. Resonance. It's there, but we can't see it. It vibrates around us, through us, from us. But what if the vibration is consciousness? What could a force like that do? Redacted opened the door to a redacted. I've called redacted. The redacted emits a force that is far beyond the forces we've previously dealt with. It has shown me so much that I have to wonder. Is resonance the key element in all altered phenomenon? AWEs, altered items, objects of power, do they share a common redacted that we've yet to discover? We can harmonize control points. What else would the correct frequency allow us to achieve? What if resonance has been the answer this whole time? Refer to file redacted for a full report. Dear Dr. Darling, I suspect my colleague, Dr. Harrington, has already contacted you asking for an increase to her department's budget. I'm not surprised. Parapsychology has always been the squeaky wheel. All fuss but no results. Parakinesiology has always been the stronger department. More breakthroughs, more tangible data, more usable research. I'm sure a man of your esteem can plainly see which department is more deserving of the budget increase. Just think what those additional resources could do for an already formidable research team. Anyway, I know you're a fan of single malt, so I left a bottle of well-aged brown on your desk. Yours in admiration, Dr. Abraham Lewis. Ah, bribery. Hey Malcolm, yes, tea time is at 7. I'll see you at the course on Sunday morning. By the way, have you heard about this Tennyson report? Apparently there's a bunch of copies drifting around the office. Trench is looking to get his hands on any information about who wrote it. You wouldn't happen to have heard anything about that, would you? See you Sunday, Jim. Fake planes. Dear New York Tribune, airplanes aren't real. I figured out how they do it. The windows are TV screens. The whole thing moves on big tracks like a roller coaster that moves through underground tunnels in the earth. Airports are more like train stations. They do this because the sky is full of monsters that they don't want us to know about. The planes we see in the sky are the monsters. The government made the earth trains look like the monsters so they could lie to us better. Don't contact me.
I've been fielding questions recently regarding HRAs. What are they for? Do you always need to wear them? And what's the deal with the headroom resonance anyway? Fuck. Despite what you may have heard, HRAs are not monitoring devices. We're not tracking your movements or listening to your conversations while you're wearing them. You do that regardless whether or not you're wearing an HRA. Think of them as a life preserver. Only instead of water, the thing HRAs protect you from is classified. One day that classified, not water, might pour in, and you'll be glad you got an HRA keeping you afloat. And if you don't have an HRA, don't worry. It'll be quick and painless.
Quick, at least.
Kidding. I'm
It'll be
kidding.
immensely painful.
We're making more.
I'm averse to using objects of power. I don't want to lean on things I ultimately can't trust. But the ashtray and the cigarette, smoking there forever, have their uses. The ashtray maze they conjure is an impossibly changing labyrinth that no one but the binder, and those the binder invites, can ever pass through. The things we hid in dimensional research, the things Darling studies, the danger and the risk involved, call for every measure of security and protection I could bring to the table. The maze, hands down, is our strongest lock. I gave Darling and his chosen crew license to pass through the maze. Lately, I've started to think I should revoke that license.
Alright, so if I want to get in there, I need to... find the ashtray and cigarettes. Gonna have to find them first.